The history of Keloland is steeped in stories and local legends. One legend is so rich, in fact, that it involves a notorious outlaw and the way he was able to escape after an infamous bank heist.
In this week's Flashback Friday, we'll ride back to May of 1989 at Devil's Gulch in Garrettson with Keloland's Jay Trobeck as he recreates the 1876 Jesse James Northfield bank heist.
This is the way it may have happened that September in 1876 when the notorious Jesse James gang robbed the First National Bank of Northfield, Minnesota.
Hands up!
After getting the money and gunning down the bank clerk, the gang headed west, a posse in pursuit. Jesse split off from the others, racing toward Garrettson in the Dakota Territory, the law on his tail. According to legend, when cornered by the posse here at Devil's Gulch, James and his horse got away by leaping 20 feet across this chasm. And even though present-day visitors can cross the gorge on a footbridge, not all are convinced that an airborne horse could have done it.
I still think it's a legend myself.
I'm sure it must be true. I'm sure it must be. Everybody has their own viewpoint on Jesse James. And if nothing else, it is legend. And we're very proud to have it have happened at Garrettson.
The legend continues a mile up Split Rock Creek. It is this rock cave that Jesse James and his brother allegedly used as a hideout. Gordy Engerbretson grew up on that property and heard the stories about James from his family.
My dad and my uncles, they tell me that my grandfather, they traded horses and they just left theirs at the barn, and I've heard that they left like a $50 bill or something like that back in them days and just swapped horses and kept going.
Where they kept going to was James's home state of Missouri. James was never seen in the Dakota Territory again. I'm Jay Trobeck reporting.
If you want to see more stories from our archive, head to Keloland.com and search for Flashback Friday.
Quite the story.
Yeah. You think the horses could have jumped the chasm?
Maybe, you know, if it was an athletic horse.
I believe in them.
My dad used to tell stories when we'd be between Mankato and St. Peter over in Minnesota, in the hillside, the caves there, and the gangs used to hide out there. And
sure.
Maybe true, or maybe one of those legends, who knows?
Yeah. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.